UFC 325 Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez 2 is upon us. It's already started, but I'm going to start with... Alright, I'm going to be honest, no one cares about a lot of these guys right here. Seriously, no one cares about them, so... I'm going to go with Sulang Grangbo. I don't know if he's winning right now, but I'm going with him. Next up, I'm going to go with... I'm going with Sebastian. I don't know how to say his last name. It's a little out of my realm, but I'm going with Sebastian. Home territory. And I don't know, this guy just doesn't look like a fighter for real. Kind of looks like a chick in the face. Next, Song Wook Kim versus Dom Mar Fan. Song Wook Kim. No apparent reason. Con Offley versus... Don't know how to say your name. But I've heard good things about him, and even though he's lost his... I'm pretty sure he's lost a few. He beat Weston Wilson. He got beat by Marin Santos. And got beat by the Korean Tyson. I'm gonna go with Con Offley. No. I'm actually gonna go with the other guy, who I don't know how to say his name. Yizha. I'm gonna go with him. Next up, Jonathan Mikalev versus Alban Elliott. Gonna go with Alban Elliott, man. No apparent reason. Jacob Malkoun versus Torres Finney. I'm going with Jacob Malkoun. I don't think Torres Finney is that good at all. Oh, well, he's went to a split decision with Robert Valentin, who I don't rate that much, honestly. I've heard decent stuff about Jacob Malkoun, so I'm going to go with Jacob Malkoun, if they fucking let me go up the page. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going with Jacob Malkoun, no apparent reason. I don't think Torres Finney's good. Cam Roston versus Cody Brundage. I'm going with Cam Roston, training out of CKB. Long, rangy guy. And I think when you have a base, like, coming from CKB with... I just think... A lot of fighters coming out of CKB have done really well. And I think Cam Roston's going to do well. Cody Brundage has lost to some pretty bad opponents. Mansour Abdul Malik. Bo Nickel beat Zachary. Is that Zachary Reese? Yeah, Zachary Reese. I don't know if that's the same Zachary Reese I'm thinking about. Got beat by Cedric Dumas. Yeah, I'm going with Cam Roston. Next up, Junior Tafa versus Billy Elikana. I'm going with Billy Elikana. Junior Tafa and the Tafa Bros are terrible at fighting. They are only in the UFC just based off of the fan base that they have, or that they could gather if they were even good, but they're not. They're terrible. They are terrible fighters, and Billy Elikana is not so bad. He has shown... He hasn't shown ability to, like, get too far in the light heavyweight division, in my opinion. His debut against Bogdan Guskov, he seriously crumbled, even though that was on short notice. Pretty short notice as well. Billy Elikana is good, though. Has pretty decent striking. I've seen some of his amateur fights, or not amateur fights, but his professional fights in the regional scene in Bellator and PFL, I believe. And he does well. Junior Tafa is a fat heavyweight that's came down into light heavyweight because... I don't know, but Billy Elikana is coming up from middleweight. No, actually, he has fought at middleweight, and that's also contributing to the lighter man skill reasoning, and just the fact that Junior Tafa and the Tafa Bros are terrible. Quillen Salkilled versus Jamie Malarkey. Quillen Salkilled is my pick. Jamie Malarkey beat by Nazareth Hakparas, beat by Huffy, beat by Naimov. He beat Prado. He beat Francisco Prado. He beat Michael Johnson. Got beat by Jalen Turner. He's a little all over the place, but Quillen Salkilled is on a tear right now. coming off of 2 good wins. Uh, I believe it was Ebo Aslan or oh no, it was Nazareth Hakparast that he KO'd. Okay, okay. In every one of his other fights, I've seen pretty good stuff out of him. His fight against Ashmaz, I've seen some weaknesses in the shots that he could take, but overall, Quillen Sao Killed has shown terrific, ability, so I'm going with Quillen Sao Killed. Next up, Tai Tuivasa versus Talishin Teixeira. I'm going with Talishin Teixeira, and mainly because Tai Tuivasa is a terrible fighter. I'm sorry to break it to the MMA community, but Tai Tuivasa is not a good fighter in the slightest. He's another fat heavyweight that made it to the top by being able to catch people on the chin, having good power, and finding great timing. Other than that, there's not much to Tai Tuivasa's game, for real. And Talishin Teixeira, even though he got TKO'd by Derek Lewis, it was a bit of an iffy stoppage. He got dropped pretty bad, but he came right back up after grabbing the fence and cheating his way. Then it got stopped, which rightfully so. But there's a combination of this pick. Talishin Teixeira, I think, is being a little bit... Oh no, he's not even being, looked past. Looks like the odds really got it right. Tai Tuivasa just on a crazy skid, and I don't think it's going to get any better, especially coming from a guy that's 6'7", and just a much taller and rangier opponent. There's moments where Tai catches Gon on the chin and KOs Derek Lewis, but that Derek Lewis KO, I'm gonna be honest, looks fake as shit, and that Gon thing, I don't even know what to make of it. Tai Tuivasa, I don't think is a good fighter at all. I think he's gonna get TKO'd from body shots or something. Next up, Rafael Fiziev versus Mauricio Ruffi. I'm going with Fiziev. I'm going to go with Fiziev because I think he is being downplayed heavily. I saw at the weigh-ins, he was talking to Huffy's face. He's like, I'm Rafael Fiziev. I'm from Azerbaijan. I'm going to put hands on you or whatever he said. And I think that's what he's going to do. Fiziev, I feel like, has been outstruck in a lot of his recent fights. Wait, he fought Gaethje, then he fought Ignacio Bahamondes, which he won. He beat Bahamondes. He beat Gamrot. No, Gamrot beat him. Yeah. But here's the thing. Huffy has not faced competition like Fiziev besides Benoit. And Benoit schooled him and finished him easily. Fiziev, stocky, powerful dude, man. Great with combinations as well. He's slick. He's slick with his weaving. He's slick with his hand speed. I think he's going to get the best of Huffy here. I think we might see a surprising TKO from Fiziev. He's a gritty guy, man. He's a gritty guy, and he's so explosive. And I don't see Huffy winning this. But I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be an amazing fight. Next, to the co-main, Dan the Hangman Hooker versus Benoit Saint Denis. I'm going with Benoit Saint Denis. I'm gonna go with Benoit Saint Denis. I was thinking for a little bit, to pick Dan Hooker, because just recently, I might make a video on this, but Dan Hooker recently accepted that he's probably not gonna get the belt. He's probably not gonna ever touch UFC gold, but he made his goal to shut down and destroy everyone else's dreams, because he can't have his dream. And I think that's great mentality going into this, honestly, where you're like, screw it. He's already a brawler, Dan. He's always willing to go to these deep waters in these fights and really put it on someone. But for Benoit, the Guru made a good point. I look at Moicano's win against him really, really badly for him, but in hindsight, Moicano's not all that bad, and Moicano had amazing timing on the body lock and takedown, which gave Benoit the worst chance to ever win that fight after getting battered on the ground. And I think Dan could do something similar, man. Dan, people forget, man. Dan Hooker took Poirier to a fucking 5-rounder that he almost finished him in. But I think Benoit's going to utilize grappling. I think he's going to beat Dan Hooker in a decision, or I think he's going to sub him. But I feel like this has the potential to be an amazing, gritty fight in a brawl that I'm looking forward to, and I hope Dan can get this done. But I think Benoit does it. Just has more skill, more tools, and he has some pop in his shots. So I think those are combinations bad for Dan Hooker. To the main event, Alexander the Great Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. Yeah, done. Alexander Volkanovski gets another dub against Diego Lopez, beats him twice. And mainly because he's just that good. I was thinking that Diego could win. There's a lot of momentum going in his favor. He just beat probably one of the most dangerous featherweight contenders in Gene Silva. He spinning elbowed, finished him. But Alexander Volkanovski has an amazing fight IQ. He's crafty, gotta pull out tricks. He's on home turf, support of Australia, the land down under, on his back, ready for this. And I think we look past the resume that Alexander Volkanovski has built up in his recent time. Diego Lopez, Max Holloway 3 times. There's just, I think I would be an idiot to not pick Volk. Dude, but Diego can finish him so badly too. Like, Diego Lopez, man. Insane power in his shots somehow. Like, the way he's punching, I don't know somehow how he can finish these guys like this. But he has power in his hands that is ferocious. But Alexander Volkanovski has a chin, bro. 37, 38, maybe. And he still has an iron chin. It took Ilia Topuria to land the perfect shot. It took Islam to land the perfect head kick to KO Alexander Volkanovski. I think Alexander Volkanovski schools Diego Lopez in a 5-round decision. But I could so see it going the other way. But that's it for me. My predictions. Volk, let's get this done. Yeah, done. Let's get this belt again. Let's go back to cooking with Volk.